So the pink sauce lady did a live stream where she was trying to show her true real self, and boy oh boy was it interesting. I didn't catch the stream, but I did take some clips. And I have some clips to show you because the way that she is just doesn't take responsibility for her actions, constantly makes excuses, blames other people, and it's just a smorgasbord of I failed. I'm not going to adult. I'm not going to take responsibility. It's everyone else's fault but my own. So let's take a look at these clips because it's very interesting. And the first one is her just complaining about how she's a mom. She's a mom and you must feel bad for her because she's a mom. Oh.
A mom. I'm a single mom. I have two boys. They're freaking amazing. Um, I used to be a nursing student. I've been a chef for 4 years. I used to work at a school. Um, yeah, that's pretty much who I am. I'm in Florida. I'm in Miami.
Like, what does you being a mom have to do with anything? There are tons of mothers out there who are able to run small businesses and do it successfully and not screw up this badly. What does you being a mother have to do with anything? It does not excuse the piss poor planning that you had this entire time. I just don't get it. And then this other one is she's like, it's a prototype. It's a prototype, y'all. You're judging a prototype. Mm, still not a good look for you.
It's different colors because y'all are judging a prototype. And we lighten the pink sauce. Also, I want to let y'all know if say if one of y'all were crazy enough to eat like
Can you not finish a thought? I mean, like, I don't know what's going on in the chat, but like, you should be able to finish a freaking thought before you say anything else. Because you first talked about how it's a prototype, and now you're going on about something completely different. You didn't finish the prototype conversation. I want to roll back the clock and talk about the prototype issues before we talk about whatever else it is you want to talk about.
uh, a bunch of pink, like I'ma just be real with y'all. Do you know pink, like dragon fruit is like eating beets? Like your will be pink. It will come out like fuchsia, and then so
Why are you talking about poo? First, you went on about it being a prototype, then you went and talked about poo, and you never went back to the prototype situation. Trust me, she didn't. I looked at that entire thing. Like, I looked a few seconds before that. She did not go back to talking about the prototype. I'm like, you're judging a prototype. Yeah, we are judging a prototype because you released a prototype. That's the thing. But then you didn't want to, talk about the prototype situation. You wanted to talk about poo. Like, come on, dude. That's the last thing anybody wants to talk about, literally. We want to talk about the prototype and the issues with the prototype. We don't want to talk about anything else. So you're dodging questions. You're dodging important questions and answering unimportant questions. But let's see what the next clip holds.
yeah. So as far as refunds, we have not had a lot of refund requests. So actually, our supporters actually support us, and we've had very minimal refund requests. And we have been very diligent in our communications with our
So
customers.
you're saying that you haven't received any refund requests, like very minimal refund requests. I find that hard to believe. I truly find that very difficult to believe. Because if I'm paying $20 a bottle for some experimental gunk, I would want my money back if that failed to get to my door. Let's say I was all gun-ho to get this pink sauce, which looks like a bottle of Pepto-Bismol or the stuff that came out of the tubby custard machine. And I was like, yay, I'm getting the slop. Only to find out it exploded, which that's going to be another clip that we're going to look at shortly. It exploded when we got the mail. I would want my money back because that's a defective product. I don't make enough money to just be giving people $20. Mm-mm. Unless you are somebody who's in desperate need, I don't have that kind of money. And you are a chef of 4 years. You're not in desperate need of money. So, Editor Gabe here. I also do not buy the whole you haven't gotten very many refunds requests thing because you wouldn't be getting so many complaints if you hadn't gotten people who were pissed off about the product and spoken out. There were people who spoke out about this, thus blowing this up. So you are lying for your teeth if you're saying you haven't gotten very many refund requests. Either that or people just love throwing away money. But then it gets better. She then uses her son for sympathy. Don't believe me? Take a
My
look.
son is, go get your EpiPen, please. Mm-hmm. My son carries an EpiPen with him to school every single day. Every single day. We can't even go to Benihana's. I can't even go to Benihana's without my son having a panic attack or something. We can't even cook seafood in my house. We can't even cook seafood in my house. So I am sensitive to people with allergies. So, y'all have to take into consideration that I'm a chef. I'm a regular human being, and all of this is just coming to me overnight. It hasn't even been a month.
It always looks good when you're using your son for sympathy points. Nobody's ever gotten any extra backlash for that. And yes, you are a chef. That's why people are coming at you harder than a normal person. Because you should know what's right and wrong with this situation. But you're choosing to make a quick buck. And that in and of itself is utterly disgusting. Completely 100% bad. You're making excuses, you're shirking responsibilities, using your son as a sympathy card, all that stuff. That is not okay. And it really, quite frankly, makes me angry. But not as angry as her excuse for the exploding sauces.
So we use poly mailers. This is what we use. And if you can imagine somebody just tossing this a million times, that's what happened to the pink sauce. That right there.
So, if we can imagine how that would happen and we're not even owning the business, how is it that you didn't have the foresight to think that might happen to your sauce when it's literally in a mailer? The mail person doesn't know what's in it. They don't know if it's okay to toss it or not. And it's basically in a Ziploc bag, like people said. That's the equivalent of it. And then it explodes. You're blaming other people other than yourself and your own ignorance. That's not cool. Mm-mm. But continue your pity party. I want to hear more of it.
And guess what? We lived and we learned.
And get new loves.
We lost. We had to take a loss on that, and we learned from it. However, we didn't get the opportunity like other small businesses to go through trial and error, to learn from our mistakes and recover from them. We didn't have that opportunity. because we went viral so
We
fast.
didn't get the chance to learn like other small businesses. We didn't get this opportunity to make mistakes. You do realize your mistake can cost someone their lives or at least make them very sick with food poisoning, right? That's not a mistake that any business wants to handle. That's not a mistake anyone wants to deal with at all. So, yeah, you can make mistakes, but you give your prototypes out to your friends and family. You don't ship them out to strangers that you don't know. That's your issue. If a family member gets sick, okay, that's bad, but they offered willingly to test out your stuff. Shipping it out to people who get mismatched labels and stuff, I could go on. We have another clip to talk about because this is a doozy.
Nah, I'm not going live with anyone right now. I'm not eating the sauce right now, Poppy. Poppy want to eat it.
So what have we learned today, people? Whenever you fail at business, always blame others. Blame the trolls. Blame the people going after you. Blame the media and say it's nothing but a racist attack. Have your followers blame the media and say they're just being racist because how dare we criticize a black woman for wanting to start a business? Couldn't just be because, I don't know, her product failed and it sucked and she didn't have any way to defend herself. So she's pushing blame on everyone else. I'm actually going to read a Daily Beast article in the next video to talk about what they think went on and how somebody actually thinks this is racist. And I might actually look at some of the comments to this video itself because it needs to be talked about. So this video has gone on long enough, though, y'all. Thank you so much for watching it. Sorry for the whole potato camera quality. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful day. Remember, if you're going to start a business, make sure you have all of your ducks in a row. And especially if you're going to start a food business, make sure that you have it approved by the FDA because the FDA standards are more lax than most businesses, and they're the bare minimum that you should want to do. And they're lax. So if you haven't gotten FDA approval, you're doing something really wrong. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do all the things at the end of the video. This is Gabe of Radio Blobfish signing off, saying take care and God bless. Peace out, everybody.